If you like this video, why not subscribe? Hey, Internet Filmmakers. Welcome to the Frugal Filmmaker Episode 1, where I show you how you can do more for your video project with less money. Today we're going to talk about something really simple, which is how to control your lighting better with this little baby. This is an inline rotary dimmer, which will allow you to control the level of your light. For example, I have my backlight plugged into this, and I can easily turn it off or crank it way up, which you can see is way too hot. And under any other situation, I either have to move my backlight farther away or move it farther away. But with this, I can just simply turn it down to a more acceptable level to where it performs its purpose to help me stand out from the background, other than just blow out all the levels. So let's get right to it. This is a 600 watt dimmer, can handle most basic lights, including work lights, and it will cost you about $7.25. Here we go. Okay, the basic guts for this is obviously going to be a rotary dimmer, which you can find in any hardware store. I got mine at Walmart. They get coming around $5, which is all you should really be paying. Why pay more? Be frugal. Here's your box that you're going to put it in. It's a PVC gang box type thing. It's usually described as old work because it's smaller, I think. Those were 72 cents at Lowe's. This is a lid to go on it. This was 54 cents. Then you're going to need an extension cord of some kind. This is a 2-prong 6-foot cord. You can get these at any hardware store for $1. I'm using this one that I already had, so I didn't have to pay anything. Good for me. Okay, tools for this are going to be your basic flathead screwdriver, wire cutters, and strippers, and then I'm also going to use a multi-tool for mine. Okay, next we're just going to prep everything. First we have our dimmer switch out of the box, and since we're only using a 2-prong plug, we're not going to need the ground wire, so you can just cut that off. I feel kind of guilty cutting it off completely unless I want to maybe make a 3-prong later, so I'm just going to cut off the end here, which we can always strip and use later. Then of course you have your 2 ends. You can just twist and get ready for when you put the screw nuts on them. That's really easy to do, so that's ready to go. It comes with 2 knobs here. We're going to get rid of this ugly beige knob because this white one fits our color scheme better, so throw that away. And then we have our 3 screw nuts that came with it, and then our 2 screws that will connect it to the gang box. So that is ready to go. The next thing we're going to prep is the actual box itself, and you can actually make this an inline switch where the cord runs in one end and out the other, but I didn't like the way that there wasn't enough strain relief in here, so I'm just going to punch out one hole and run both cords out this one hole. So to punch that out, I'm just going to take my multi-tool here, extend the pliers, and just stab it. Comes out really easy, and that's ready to go. The only thing left to really prep is the cord here, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the plug end and we're going to cut it off from the rest of the cord. We're going to guess about 1 foot or so, probably 1.5 feet. So I'm going to cut it off right here. Okay, so now we have 2 ends that we need to basically cut and strip. Okay, so what we end up with now is a cut wire with 2 twisted exposed ends ready to be connected to the dimmer. Okay, now you're going to want to get your box, which remember has a hole punched into it, and take your 2 separated extension cord wires and run it through the hole. Now, in order to give it a little strain relief, we're going to tie a knot in these so that if they were to get yanked on, they're not going to become separated from the dimmer switch. Now, the next thing you want to do is take these 2 cables here that have the ridges in them, which I don't know if you can really see, but they're pretty obvious if you examine them. You can slide your thumbnail in them. They're obviously ridged, and the other one isn't. So take the two that are ridged. This is your neutral line. It's not the one with the power. If I can find the other one. Here it is. And you're going to want to connect those together. Actually, I'm left-handed, so I'm probably twisting these the wrong way, because when I put the screw nut on them, it's going to go in the opposite direction. It'll still work, it's just a little more of a hassle. And we actually got an extra screw nut because we're not using the ground wire that came with the dimmer, so that's very handy. We don't waste anything. So now you're going to want to take these two hot wires, which will be the hot wires, and connect them to the dimmer. It really doesn't matter which wires go with which. They all serve the same purpose, so it doesn't really matter. But this time we're going to twist them together to the right, like most of the world would do anyway, but because I'm left-handed. So there you go. There's essentially the guts of your dimmer. Now we're just going to push everything into this little teeny box and squish it all down on the bottom. That's another reason I don't think they'll become unscrewed, is because this is so crammed in here pretty well. Once you have everything squished as far as you think it'll go, then you can put in your screws that came with your dimmer using your flathead screwdriver, which this also is a Phillips head, so you could use either one. And look, our friend the Phillips head has returned. This is thankfully the easiest part. Well, maybe not the easiest. Probably putting the knob on is the easiest part. Alrighty, and finally, you just have to add your knob on like so. And you're done. And there you have it. That's how you can make this exciting, wonderful, amazing inline rotary dimmer that will help you control your lighting better for about $7.25 with parts found at any common hardware store. If you like this video, please come to the frugalfilmmaker.com for more such interesting, amazing facts and information. And happy dimmering!